Of the JGR ESX League. Triple Crown tonight. This is the 250 LCQ that I'm hosting. I'm Xerox is hosting the 450 LCQ. Hosting them at the same time just to get things moving along a little bit quicker this week, being that it is a Triple Crown, so a little bit more race time. Looks like just about everyone is readied up here. Track for tonight is Salt Lake City 2. It's going to be a 5-minute LCQ, top 4 transfer, top 8 overall times out of qualifying. Went straight to the A main, so this is for the last 4 spots tonight. So let's get this thing going. We had 55 total signups tonight for the event, which is awesome to see. It's been getting numbers been getting larger by the week here. Kind of hit a little bit of a mid-season slump, but coming back in strong toward the end here. Got 5 rounds to go, including this one tonight. 250 points leader is Air Jordan 72, who is on to the main safely. Won't have to be in this LCQ. Actually, I think all of our top title contenders are straight through to the main, so should be some good racing tonight. But this is a stacked LCQ. Quite a few guys that would have liked to have made the main, but just got to put in a solid race. Top 4 positions transfer. Got Mad Matt, Skirt, Bop Vapor, Sauce Dog, Frankie DMV, Y Ebola, Tackman for real, Skinner, Bam Bam, Pressure Applier, Ramos. Just gonna let them ready up, and then we'll drop the gate. All right, we are good to go. 250 LCQ. Let's go on board with Furheel here. Jumps the gate just a little bit, but so far it looks like Sauce Dog out with a crazy jump. Gonna get to that turn first and grab the whole shot in the 250 LCQ. Pressure Applier second, Skinner third, and Furheel in 4th. Tackman 5th. JGR Team Fried Rider from the outside looking in, trying to get a transfer spot as Bop Vapor is gonna slide on the inside there. Make a couple passes. Hopefully all these guys can keep it clean on these opening laps. Tackman gets a good drive through the rhythm, gets a little bit screwed there. Unfortunate there for him. Everyone was getting left to right through that rhythm. Is a tough one on these 250s, trying to hang it out there and go double, triple. But a lot of mistakes. This racetrack is definitely tough on a 250. Cannot afford to make a lot of mistakes, but it is Sauce Dog out front early, holding on to this thing. Pressure Applier lurking in second, looking to see if he can get out front and check out, get away from the field, but not getting too impatient as he's going to get a better drive going into the Supercross triple here. Sauce Dog is going to case just a little bit. It's going to allow Bop Vapor to reel on the back of him now. For real, holding down the 4th spot. Ooh, little nose pick there, but saves it. Oh, goes down. Mad Matt in 7th. Frankie DMB 8th. Skinner 9th. Ramos 10th. Skirt 11th. And Tack, unfortunately, now having a tough time back here in 12th. Got Pressure Applier out front. For real, coming from 4th to 2nd. He wants the lead now. Not going to get it that easy from Pressure Applier, but does get a better drive. Has the inside as Pressure makes a little mistake there. Bop Vapor, who had an A main appearance last week in the 250 class, trying to make it 2 in a row this week, sits in the 3rd position. Y Ebola in 4th. Sauce Dog, who led this thing early, back in 5th. And not a whole lot changing through the field, but back up front for Heel, the PSHP rider, putting in a solid ride here. Definitely is a main event guy, but kind of a different situation with qualifying tonight, only taking top 8. It's kind of a different beast to try to put a heater down compared to just racing to get a transfer spot in a heat race. So some guys are better one way or the other. Definitely have guys that are awesome at putting a heater in, but guys that don't race as well, and then vice versa. So Verheul just trying to walk this one in, get a win, get onto that main event. Pressure has made a mistake or two, but he has not fallen too far off the pace. And Sauce Dog now made up a couple positions, back in a transfer spot. Mad Matt, who's climbing, he's in 5th, battling for 4th. Bob Vapor is going to come out of that mess with that 4th and final transfer spot currently, but these 3 guys, 3 wide going into this rhythm. Oh, Bob Vapor's going to case, able to get on that table. Skinner gets on top of him there, unfortunately. He's going to go down. Back to this battle. As Sauce Dog kind of gets a bad run through there. These 4th and 5th place guys are going to sneak up on him just a little bit. Ooh, and Mad Matt runs it in. Very nice clean block pass though. Not aggressive, but Skinner said no sir. He's going to shut the door on both of those guys. And these guys coming back into this rhythm again, 3 wide. They haven't left each other's hip for a lap straight. So really good battles for the transfer positions here. 3 through 6 bundled up. Could go anyone's way with 23 seconds plus 1 in this LCQ left. Now, if you're TACman with 2 to go, you have everyone in front of you. You can get into a transfer position here. There's quite a possibility that there's a lot of mistakes with this many riders bunched up, all going for it at the end here. So he's now in 7th. And I think he realizes what could happen here. There's 4 guys in front of him. So really, all he's got to do is pick 3 of these guys off, and he's good. And he's got 2 right in front of him, so we'll keep an eye on that. Back up here, Autistic Bam Bam in the 6th spot. Mad Matt 5th. Y Ebola 4th, and Sauce Dog, who has just been holding up under pressure. I think he knows these guys are behind him, but he's got to hold the hunt for one more lap. Pressure applier. Trying to study Verheul a little bit. They've been about the same distance off of each other for the last couple laps now, but good solid ride for the 2 of them. Back to this transfer battle. Let's see what happens here. Sauce Dog in 3rd still. Y Ebola trying to slide on the inside. Needs to be careful not to cause a mistake. He is in a transfer position. Mad Matt, who's just a little bit back now. And Tack and Ramos. Let's see if Tack can square him up and go underneath. That's what he tries to do. Gets a little squirrely, unfortunately, but For Real is going to take that LCQ win on his PSHP race machine. Pressure applier 2nd. Y Ebola in the 3rd spot. Oh, and oh my gosh, Mad Matt takes the last transfer spot but loops out. So Sauce Dog's going to hold on. Bam Bam 5th. Mad Matt 6th. Ramos 7th. Tack 8th. Skinner in 9th. Skirt. Bummer to see him back here, as well as Frankie DMB. Definitely have the speed to be in that main event. They'll be bummed for sure. And Bob Vapor, who's parked in 12th. So that is your 250 LCQ. Again, if you're just joining us on stream, I'm Xerox. Ran the 450 LCQ. Ran them at the same time just to save a little bit of time for the event. So we are going to get everything tabbed up, calculated, lineup set, and then the format for the main events is going to be 250 A main 1, then 450 main 1, 250 main 2. You get the point, so on and so forth. So we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes with 250 main event 1. Alright, and we're back. We have the lobby full for the first 250A main of the night. So everyone's readied up. It looks like we're going to get this thing started. Salt Lake City 2. Cam, we did run a 450 LCQ. I know you were just racing, but Xerox ran it at the same time just so we could kind of speed things along a little bit since it's a Triple Crown. Air Jordan, I'm glad you made it back in time, bro. That would not have been ideal. Saw some good battles in that 250 LCQ down to the last second where Mad Matt almost had that transfer position but looped out coming across the finish. So Sauce Dog, who I think this is his first appearance with us, made that main event final transfer spot. 250A main lineup: Y Ebola, Easy Pro, Air Jordan, For Real, Lamastus, Sauce Dog, Supite, Seth AB, Gabe H, Pressure Plier, Mr. Twister, and The Audacity. Gonna let everyone get readied up. Almost 20 people on stream, that's dope. Ramos, usually someone hosts a B main. It can start whenever, and then you guys can just send us the results. So the lineup is posted on our Instagram and Discord for that. Everyone's readied up. Let's drop the gate. 250A main, number 1 of the Triple Crown, round 8. Let's go on board with your points leader, Air Jordan 72, on that KX 125. I'm sorry, KTM 125. Hits the gate, gets a bad jump. Easy Pro gonna be to the turn first. Y Ebola sneaks up the inside, and Supite is there. 3-time winner this year, trying to get out front early in this first main event, and he does make that pass. Supite out front, Mr. Twister. Rough week for Twister last week, sitting 3rd in points, I think 1 point off Supite right now. So he is in the 2nd position. Air Jordan, your points leader, in 3rd, as Mr. Twister makes a mistake to that rhythm, and Jordan gets shoved outside there. That is awful for him. See how he can recover now. Back up front, Supite, putting a nice little gap on Easy Pro so far, at least some breathing room for him. And Mr. Twister, after making a couple mistakes, recovers well, sitting in 3rd. Y Ebola 4th and Lamastus 5th. Sauce Dog, who barely got into this main event, running 6th, so not a bad first one for him. And Air Jordan in 7th. Looking to make as many passes as he possibly can. Quick, get back up front where he needs to be. Currently has the points lead in this class by 23. So a nice gap for him, but he wants to keep building on that with 5 rounds to go. Gabe H 8th, Seth AB 9th, who had a podium last week. In trouble here early, but plenty of time to make it up. Surely has the speed to do so. Pressure Applier 10th, and For Real and Audacity, 2 PS HP riders in the back of the pack now. But Easy Pro actually is your new leader. Not quite sure what happened, but Supite is still right on the back tire here. Mr. Twister hanging out in 3rd, kind of falling off their pace just a tad bit. Y Ebola with a strong ride in 4th, and I tell you, he's just been getting better every single week that I watch him. Better finishes. This is a really good ride for him. Couple missed main events this season. The mains he's been in kind of more, I'd say 5 to 7 range, so good ride for Y Ebola early. Mr. Twister falling back to 4th, Lamastus 5th. And where is your points leader? He's back in 9th now, 10th, 11th, so tough first main event for him. He needs to salvage some positions. Dom, we are not running all 3 250. We're going to do 251, then 451, so on and so forth. So alternate just to kind of keep it interesting. And then also it helps with, you know, if anyone lags out, they can be in the next main event. Supite grabs the lead back from Easy Pro. Mr. Twister's struggling a little bit now as well as Seth AB sneaks on the inside. He's going to grab the 5th position. For real back in 7th. Better than the 11th he was about 2 laps ago, but pressure applier making a charge now. He's going to sneak around the outside. Good roll speed through the turn. He's going to hold off there, make the pass stick, has the inside in this turn as well. Grab a different camera here, just get some new angles. Really good riding out of this 250 class. I say it every week, but the improvements that they're making week in and week out, getting faster. These guys are really taking advantage of what the 250 class is supposed to be. Supite still out front early in 250 A main 1. In control of this thing. Easy Pro in tow. Why Ebola goes down in that rhythm. It's going to allow Lamastus now to get into that 3rd place position. And Seth AB wants in as well. See who gets a better drive to the whoop. Seth AB has the inside here, but ooh, why Ebola shuts the door. Has the inside right here as well. See if Seth AB can cut under. He cannot. Seth AB has company as well. Mr. Twister sees his points rival is in 10th, knows he needs to get up front, gets a better drive there, gonna make a pass for 5th. Gabe H, your fastest qualifier tonight, was the only one to get into the 45s on a 250, so super impressive lap for him. Not having the greatest of race, but you know what? Middle of the pack in the first of 3 main events tonight. Could be worse. Has 2 to recover. And Air Jordan. Not quite sure what's been hard for him tonight. I know he's made a couple mistakes and crashed, but I'm assuming he's gotten caught up in traffic quite a few times. And when it rains, it pours with this game. Sometimes once you make a couple mistakes early, it's hard to recover, especially in a shorter main event. Maybe with 15 minutes. Could have found a little bit more motivation to push up front. Sauce Dog falling back to 11th, but good first showing for him still. And the audacity, trying to salvage whatever possible here with 3 minutes 45 seconds to go. +1 in the main event. Back up front, Easy Pro, your new leader. I gotta stop missing these passes for the lead. These two have had a pretty good battle going the entire main event. Back and forth, they kind of each exchange a few laps led. This rhythm's super tough on these 250s to get that triple in clean and to not OJ it even sometimes to where you might miss that second triple as he almost goes off the top of the berm there, saves it. So you got 2 of your PSHP riders on the box right now in 2nd and 3rd. 4 of them in this main event. So those guys have been shredding this year. Super stoked for them. Putting the work in, and it is paying off here tonight. We'll see what they do in those next 2 mains, but good showing for them so far. Gabe H is climbing now, so his speed is showing. Gone from back of the pack early in this one up to 4th. Seth AB dropped out of 5th place, still holding strong in 6th. Mr. Twister falling back a little bit now too, so if you're Air Jordan, you know these guys are looking at the leaderboard. He knows Mr. Twister, his points rival, one of them at least, is just in front of him. So he's going to see if he can maybe click off some laps here, catch up, and at least get past Mr. Twister. Or who knows, they could kind of get that rubber band effect going, get close to each other, and then start latching on to the group in front of them. So we will see. I do see some passes happening around the podium positions here. So Lamastus and Gabe H. Gabe H and Y Ebola battling. Ooh, Waibola kind of overjumps coming in, lands on the top of Gabe H. Gets spun out in that turn, so that's going to allow Gabe to have some breathing room now. Back up front to your leader, Easy Pro. Very little room back to Supite, so one mistake is all it takes at this point in the race, especially with not a lot of time left. So gotta be smart and consistent. Both of these guys are obviously feeling the nerves just a little bit. They know what's on the line here. So battle of consistency, hitting your marks. These guys are tripling in. Very quick line on that 250. Not everyone is able to do that cleanly. Lamastus still in third. So that podium's kind of stayed those same three guys this whole main just about. Everyone's spreading out now. Mr. Twister climbing just a little bit up into sixth now. Air Jordan as well, making a couple passes. Still 2 laps to go, so anything can happen. He's got 2 right in front of him. One lap to go. Let's keep an eye on this lead battle for the win in the first 250 main. These guys are dicing it up. Supite trying to find any room he can to make a pass as he's going to try to sneak on the inside. Who will get a better drive in this rhythm? They both get through cleanly. Easy Pro needs to protect his line here. These guys have been flawless the past couple laps. Really holding up under pressure. Not going to get into lap traffic, luckily. Just enough room. Easy Pro kind of fumbles just a little bit in that rhythm, and Supite is going to sneak on the inside, and that is it. Supite is going to get 250 A main number 1. He's going to take the win. Easy Pro still going to get second. Lamastus in third. So 2 PSHP guys on the box. Gabe H is going to come around in fourth, so timing and scoring shows kind of that gap. Fourth back was way off the top 3 guys as, oh, there was a mistake there at the last second. Looks like Air Jordan got caught up. Almost made a last second pass there. But Mr. Twister worked up to 5th. Good for him. Good save. Alright. 250 main event number 1 of the Triple Crown. Supite gets the win. Puts him in a really good spot with his 2 points rivals having a tough Moto 1. But plenty of racing to go, so it's anyone's ball game at this point. We're going to get 450 main 1 set up and underway in about 5 minutes. Alright, we are back. Have the lobby set for the first 450 main. Just got everyone in here. We're good to go. Let's get this thing going. If you're just joining us on stream again, 450, A main, number 1. Just had the 250, first 250 main of the night. Saw Supite get the win in that one. Some crazy racing, a lot of swapping back and forth. Zurich says, can't wait to get lapped on a 10-minute main. Quite possible some of these guys racing tonight. This is a really stacked field. A lot of good guys came out to race. Super stoked on that. It's going to be fun to watch. I really can't wait to call this one. So we got PSHP Austin, I'm Xerex, Young Macadelic, Yoshimura, Sloan, R Dizzle, Axis, Iowa Hawkeyes, Parker, Cheeseheads, Mike, and Dom Calendris. So really good lineup here. Everyone's readied up. Let's drop the gate. Salt Lake City 2. Let's go on board with Iowa Hawkeyes. With the daddy butt patch. I respect it. Gets a bad jump though. R Dizzle to the turn first. Austin almost has a wheel on him, but kind of gets caught up there. So we got R Dizzle and Iowa Hawkeyes out front. Iowa looks to make a pass there. Mike on that PSHP machine, battling with the big dogs up here. Axis back in P4 has his sights set on Iowa and R Dizzle. But Parker is in this mix as well as Yoshi. So I would say probably the top 5 fastest guys in this lobby found their way up front where they should be early in this one. Sloan, who had a great ride last week with us in this league as well, showing that he can hang up and run that pace. Young Macadelic in 7th. Austin back in 8th. Cheeseheads 9th. Mike falling back to 10th, 11th now as Dom Calendris gets past him. And Xerex, bad start to this one, but has some time. Confident he can work his way up a few positions here. Back out front, Iowa Hawkeyes with a considerable lead over Parker. So Axis with a little bit more competition this week. Been a few weeks where he's probably been 30-40 seconds up on the entire field, but to be expected with him. Obviously the GOAT, already your Ioma champion this year, so congrats to him, but no doubt he'll click a few more championships off, as him and Parker are just banging bars right now. R Dizzle holding strong in 4th, and Yoshi just staying calm back in 5th, no big deal. Sloan in 6th, Young Max 7th, Cheeseheads 8th, Dom 9th, Austin 10th, Xerex 11th, and Mike 12th. Pretty good running order so far as, Iowa saves it, but almost makes a mistake, costing him there. Good recovery. Axis P2. Still has Parker right on him. Parker gonna kind of get a weird bounce through that rhythm. That's gonna allow R Dizzle to show a wheel. No pass at the moment, but could make it happen here as he gets a better drive going into the whoops. Needs to cut off this line, otherwise Parker might core underneath. Doesn't have enough time. Yoshi just stalking. He's been just about this far back the entire time. Looks cool, calm, and collected. Got 1 through 4 right in front of them, seeing where they're faster. Either waiting for a mistake from someone or just trying to see where he can make up some time. Sloan still in 6th, Young Mac 7th, so not a lot has changed 1 through 7. Pretty much the whole field actually staying kind of where they've been the opening laps. I'm not sure if Mike disconnected or rage quit, but bummer deal for him. Back out front, Iowa and Axis. These boys have had some interesting battles this year. I will say, watching Axis on, SX4, looked like he had a lot more dominant wins. I feel like on this game, there's been some races that I've watched with other series that, these guys have been putting up a really solid fight with them, and it's been really entertaining. So, Mike had the reset glitch. Damn, that sucks. At least you have 2 more mains to give it a go. That's the cool thing with this Triple Crown format. Dizzle and Parker battling for that final podium position. And Yoshi still not forcing the issue, but he might get the drive on the inside of Dizzle here, and he does. Dizzle cuts back underneath. Great move by Dizzle. Iowa fan club, holy sheesh, yes sir. Always love seeing Iowa Hawkeyes out front. Dude's ripping right now. As we go back up to that lead battle, gap's been about the same. This is a really interesting main event. Parker putting a little bit more room in between him and Dizzle now. And Yoshi's still in this thing. Yoshi rides super well. I like his composure. He just seems like he's really hitting his marks. Not too all over the place. Really good ride from him so far. As Parker has had some trouble in this rhythm tonight. I think that's the second mistake I've seen him make through there. Dizzle made that same pass on him earlier, so Dizzle back into 3rd now. But up front, Axis is charging, trying to find any time he can. But Iowa is just holding it down up front. 3 minutes, 50 seconds plus 1 to go in the main event. Parker and Dizzle have been just having a battle this whole main. Dizzle's going to sneak on the outside, and the rhythm just keeps it inside the tough block. Yoshi battling with Sloan now just a little bit. Sloan riding really well. Potential to get on the box here, depending on what happens in front of him. See if Axis has closed the gap, and no. Not sure if he made a mistake or Iowa is just on one right now, but a couple more seconds in between the two. Let's check on the rest of the field real quick. Yoshi back in 6th now as he goes off track, but a little bit of room back to 7th where Young Macadelic sits currently. Cheesehead in 8th, Dom Calindris 9th, Austin 10th, and Xerox in 11th. Tough ride for Xerox. No, he wants to be up a little bit higher than that, but again, this is a stacked main event. Back to Iowa Hawkeyes. Timing and scoring is correct. That is a 1.2 second gap back to Axis. It does look about right. Plenty of room back to Parker and Dizzle, but a good battle for them nonetheless. Get a different perspective, just to kind of get a better idea of how much room we got between these guys. Axis did seem to find another gear or a line somewhere on the track where he's making up a little bit of time. So Axis in sight, looking to grab that inside. Let's watch this from Axis's perspective. Running him down, so yeah, Shirley been studying him. Is he going to make the pass right here? He's going to try to. Oh, so clean. Ooh, gets a little off track, but I mean, this guy just, he's seen it all at this point, and I think once you've put yourself in so many different positions and races, he kind of just knows how to find his way up front, how to make some incredible saves, stay on track. So, falls off Iowa just a little bit, but already you can tell he's charging. Parker, third, and Sloan fourth. Great ride for Sloan. I think he was 7th or 8th early in this one. Made some passes on some key players. R. Dizzle back to 5th now, and Yoshi 6th. Young Max still holding down 7th in the back of the field in the same running order as they've been for nearly this whole main event. And Axis has found Iowa Hawkeyes once again. He's going to have 2 laps to make a pass. Young Mac has left the lobby. Again, not sure if that was a lag out or what. Oh, and these guys are dicing it up right now. This rhythm has been key for passes all night. Iowa kind of OJs that Axis OJs that trouble just a little bit, but he's able to get through a little bit cleaner. Iowa Hawkeyes doing his signature move, cutting down. Seen him do that multiple times this season. These guys are flicking it left to right. Triple in. Iowa's got a scrub cancel there. Hate to see that for him with now just 1 lap to go. Axis is going to have a little bit of a gap. Bummer deal for Iowa. Let's see if he can reel in Axis now. You heard Iowa just barking into that turn. Did not let off. But oh, hits the big Peter line there. Triples onto the table. Oh my god. Could this be? Is he gonna make a pass here? Iowa ripping has to get through this rhythm clean. Has to. As Axis, oh my god. Axis doesn't get the best run. Is Iowa gonna sneak on the inside? Oh my god. Axis holds on. He wins the first 450 main event of the night, and that was an absolute thriller. Golly, that is crazy. Iowa almost makes it happen after it looked like it was nearly impossible, but Parker's going to come home in the 3rd place position. Great ride out of Sloan, only 9 seconds off the pace in 4th. And wow, that was an incredible main event. I cannot wait for the next 2. Austin recovered well in the 7th position. Dom Calindris 8th, Xerox getting around Cheeseheads for 9th, so made up a couple positions at the end of that one. Jeez, that was an incredible main event. I can't even tell you how fun that was for me to watch. 2 to go. Axis gets Iowa at the end there. Almost saw a pass from Iowa as well. So super sick race from those guys. Axis says he's riding like butt water. I disagree, but hey, shit, good race either way, my man. So we're going to get 250 main event 2 set up, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Also, feel free, guys, as I invite you to lobby. I know a couple people I don't have added, so if you have a friend or a teammate or something that's in the main with you that you want to invite, feel free. Waiting just about 1 minute or two for Seth AB, and if not, we'll invite the alternate. Alright, we're just going to start this thing, keep it moving along. 250 main event number 2. Let's get this thing going. First main was a bit of a shake-up. Gonna be curious to see if Supite can stay consistent, get another win, or hang up front, or if it kind of swaps around and Jordan or Twister are up front. We'll just have to see. Appreciate y'all's patience tonight. We do know that Triple Crowns take a little bit longer, but it is just a longer racing event overall. So, but it's always fun doing these. Only do a couple of them a season. So, just waiting on everyone to ready up. Alright, here we go. Everyone is ready. Got the green light. Let's go on board with Supite, your Moto 1 winner. Gets a bad jump. Oh, big crash there. It looks like Air Jordan was involved. And the podium for Moto 1 was Supite, Easy Pro, and then Lamastus. And speaking of Lamastus, he's out front early. Supite and For Real, so all PSHP riders, 3 of them at least on the box, but Sauce Dog works his way in there. Air Jordan fighting tonight to try to stay out of trouble. Seems like the crashes have been coming to him around the racetrack. Gonna keep a close eye on him, make sure everyone's staying clean. And Lamastus is just checked out. Like, one lap into this thing, oh, I say that as he goes down on the inside, gets reset. It's going to tighten this battle up just a little bit. So Lamastus, Supite, Air Jordan. Where's Easy Pro? Easy Pro back in 6th right now. Not terrible for him. Has some time. Alright, so if you're Air Jordan, you're in a PSHP sandwich, quite literally. You gotta stay calm, try to work your way up. Plenty of time in this main event. Here Jordan has the consistency, just needs to get away from the chaos, as Supite is now your leader. Can he go 1-1? He's got Air Jordan hot on his track here. 8 minutes. It's anyone's race at this point. Oh, and to be quite honest with you, I have no idea what it means. In my head, I just say push and P every time. Kind of is what makes the most sense. If that's actually what it is, I'm gonna laugh out loud, but no idea. Air Jordan and Lamastus going at it for the 2nd position. Lamastus just a little bit more of a drive, wants to get up there with his teammate, but Air Jordan said no sir, runs him high. PlayStation horsepower, that's not as cool as push and P. Ooh, Lamastus pushes Jordan just a little bit there. Did Jordan go down? God, that's a bummer. Perfect, succulent, humongous PP. I can't believe I just said that out loud, but shit. That would have been fantastic. Quality name. Easy Pro, 2nd in Moto 1. 5th in this one. Mr. Twister back in 6th, so not a great night for him so far. But it's all about consistency. Oh, as he slides out. I'm done talking now. Let's go back up front. Supite has put a gap on Lamastus. For Real in 3rd. Easy Pro 4th. Air Jordan. God, it's a bummer for him. Again, kind of just some bad luck early. He's got Gabe H, your fastest qualifier, on him now. And Mr. Twister falling back now into 8th as the Audacity gets by. Y'all are killing me with the comments right now, but oh, that's great. Senior citizen ballsack venom. That's great. I agree. Very slow. Not a whole lot happened in this main event. Been kind of stagnant so far. Everyone's spaced out just a little bit. As now your top three in the running order exactly as it was in Moto 1. So Supite out front, Easy Pro second, Lamastus third. So seeing who's the most consistent on this track thus far. Frill wants to get into the mix though in fourth. Air Jordan kind of out of it in fifth, unfortunately. As much as I hate to say that, really wanted to see him test Supite out front, but Mr. Twister gets around him on the outside. Jordan holds the inside. Ooh, and Twister gets nudged. Obviously wasn't on purpose. That's just a really tight spot they're both in. I've seen that happen a few times tonight. Mr. Twister went down. Gabe H in sixth now. Alright, so Easy Pro actually sneaking up just the slightest bit on Supite. 2.4 seconds off the pace. That's one mistake away from being in the lead in this thing. So will they swap motos and each grab one in the first two? We'll find out. But right now Supite is looking to get two in a row. If I'm not mistaken, he did this in the last Triple Crown. I'm pretty sure he had a couple wins and got the overall. So maybe he's just the Triple Crown guy. Find out. See if he can hold on to this thing. But for real, and Lamastus teammates battling for that third position. Air Jordan 5th, Gabe 6th, Twister 7th. Audacity 8th, Pressure Plier 9th, Ebola 10th, Sauce Dog 11th. No credit card, no sign up, no bullshit, JGR. You ready to watch me go 6-11-3? I mean, hey bro, 3 would be sick. Take that. I'm an absolute spode at this game since I started commentating, so I would love that and that spread in an A main for a Triple Crown, but I think you'll be better than 6-11-3. We'll see. 2 minutes 15 seconds left of this main event. Not a whole lot changing still. Everyone has settled into their spot. For real, hanging in there. Been right on the back of his teammate for a couple laps. See if he can shake this consistent little podium up. Mr. Twister doing everything he can, but running out of time. Sword and Dizzle with a solid little bromance in the stream. Love to see it. Got to give a shout out to my man Sauce Dog. Again, I'm pretty sure this is his first showing with the league. Not sure if he does any other league racing, but made it into a stacked 250A main tonight, so good on him. Oh, and For Real makes the pass on Lamastus. These guys are going to go back and forth to the very last second. Air Jordan finding some speed late. He's got these guys right in front of him. Needs to pick the two of them off. Alright, Air Jordan in this group now with about a lap and a half to go. Pressure applier disconnects, unfortunately. Ooh, Air Jordan. Pro move there. Sneaks underneath for heel. 1 to go. Can he catch Lamastus? Needs to. Points leader's got to find every position he can here. Supite definitely barking out front, riding well. Something I've noticed about this guy is if he can get a start, it's pretty tough for anyone to catch him. And he is going to grab that win. Easy Pro almost got there. A couple more laps could have been possible. Lamastus and Air Jordan. Who's going to get that third and final podium spot? Looks like Lamastus is going to hold on to it. Air Jordan 4th, Furhill 5th. Mr. Twister 6th. So I believe that's 2 6th places for Mr. Twister. Gabe H 7th. The Audacity 8th. Ebola 8th, excuse me. Sauce Dog 9th. And then it would have been Pressure Applier 10th, I believe. Alright, there it is. Results from 250 main event number 2. Kind of a pretty steady main event. Nothing too wild, but same podium from race 1 to race 2. So some consistency out front for those guys. We're going to be back in about 5 minutes with 450 main event number 2. Alright, got everyone in here. 450 main event number 2. Let's get this thing started. Oh, yo shit, my bad. I should have adjusted the gates. Oh well, it'll make it interesting. Axis, you're the fastest in the game anyway, so. Y'all are absolutely killing me with this chat tonight. Jesus. Oh my lord, this is fun. Alright. Iowa Hawkeyes, Axis, Sloan, Yoshi, Austin, I'm Xerox, Cheeseheads, R Dizzle, Mike, Parker, JGR Vivid, who took Young Macadelic's spot, and Dom Calendris. Just waiting on Sloan to ready up. And we're good to go. Let's go on board with R Dizzle. Predicting he's getting 11th in this one. We'll have to see. Rocket ship start. Oh, gets pushed by Mr. Iowa there. But it is PSHP Mike out front. He's had 2 good starts. Look who it is, Iowa. Back up front in this one. Mike and Austin on the PSHP race machines. 2nd and 3rd. Yoshi 4th. Parker 5th. Axis 6th. I'm Xerox 7th. JGR Vivid 8th as he goes down there. Dom Calendris 9th. Dizzle 10th. On par with his prediction so far, unfortunately. Vivid 11th. Sloan 12th. So Sloan, who was 4th in Moto 1, back in this one early. See if he can work his way up a couple spots. But it is Iowa Hawkeyes out front, in control of this thing by quite some time here. Yoshi goes down. Everyone's going down in this rhythm right here. So look who it is, Axis in 2nd after claiming he had the worst possible gate pick, which is probably true, but didn't seem to affect him all too much. Got about 4 or 5 seconds up to Iowa Hawkeyes, but Parker in 3rd. Parker had a really solid ride in the ESX championship earlier today, I believe, getting a win, so congrats to him, looking to carry some momentum over here tonight. Austin with a solid ride in 4th, and Xerox with a great ride in 5th. Coming back after a tough Moto 1. Ooh, Austin makes a mistake through that rhythm, and so does Xerox as he looked to make a pass. Unfortunate for him there. Dizzle back in 7th. Rocking the Cole Seeley kit. Sloan working his way up to 8th. Mike battling for 9th with Dom Calendris. Yoshi back in 11th, and JGR Vivid rounding out that final spot in this main event. Back out front, Iowa and Axis. These two have been putting on a show all night so far. Let's see what happens here. Iowa riding great out front. I agree, Sword probably has a huge bowl of Wheaties on race day. Dude's been ripping. Fun to watch. Believe he's 2nd in points in DMR, right? I think, yeah. I mean, you would know. Great season for him. Sloan up to 6th now. So making moves early. He's riding super solid. Really enjoy watching him, as he's got a couple guys in front of him. Xerox makes a little bit of a mistake in the rhythm as well as slowing. Cheesehead's now working his way into 6th place. But our Dizzle, back in 8th, has the inside line. Can he make a 2-for-1 pass here? Almost gets it done. Holds off Cheese. Looking to get around slow, and he does. But now we have Yoshimura, who was just in 11th, back up into 6th now. So a lot of passes happening in this main event. Back up front, let's check on the gap that Iowa has on Axis, and it is dwindling down quick. Axis wants to get it done in main event number 2. Yeah, that finale is going to be wild. I'm looking forward to watching that. Ooh, Axis gets a really good run through there. You can kind of just cut off the edge of that last bit of the rhythm, and he does that perfectly, but it's not enough to make the pass. Iowa and Axis still battling. 5 minutes plus 1 to go. Axis hits the quad online. Is he going to sneak on the inside? He doesn't. Oh, and these two are swapping. Can Axis cut under? Oh, he tries to. Looks like he's going to get a better drive out of the turn. Iowa goes off track. Axis is going to take the lead. It's a bummer for Iowa. That is where he lost it last race as well in that rhythm section. But Parker now, not too far out of the picture. He has Iowa in sight, and Iowa is not far off Axis. So good ride for Parker. Showing some great speed, trying to sneak up into this battle for the lead. Austin with a great ride as well. P4. And he's got some room back to Yoshi, Xerox, and Dizzle, who are having a good little battle here in the middle of the pack. Sloan falls back to 7th. Still an impressive ride for him. Cheesehead's 8th. Dizzle 9th. Vivid P10 after looking like he was pretty far out of it early, so good ride for Vivid. Again, got young Macadelic spot. He told us he wasn't going to be racing the rest of the night after a lag out in the first main event, so gives Vivid the chance. Dom Calindris 11th, Mike 12th, back out front, Axis. Putting a little bit of time in between him and Iowa now. Just has 3 minutes 30 seconds plus 1 to go. I think if anyone has the speed on this racetrack to keep up with Axis tonight, it's obviously Iowa, so anything can happen. Axis even said himself hasn't been really riding too perfect tonight. Has had a couple mistakes, which has allowed him and Iowa to have some super sick battles. Parker with a great ride still. Don't think he had the best to start, so getting that 3rd place position, solid ride for him. Not a whole lot changing, but Yoshi is charging, trying to catch up to Austin here. Xerox, pretty smooth ride for him so far. Been holding off a couple quick guys. Same running order as last lap. Slow in 7th, Dizzle 8th, Cheesehead's 9th. Vivid 10th, battling with Dom Calindris now. And Mike, after lagging out in Moto 1, finds himself in the back of the pack again. We're going to go ahead and send him a warning though, let him know Axis is coming. As well as Vivid. A little bit more room now to Dom. Give him a second till we send him a warning, but let's make sure everyone moves out of the way for Axis. So Iowa, not far off. Kind of hanging around the same amount of time back for the past few laps here. Just one mistake is all it takes. Parker too. At least not far out of getting Iowa for 2nd. And the field's kind of settling in. Yoshi trying to make moves still on Austin late in this main event. See who Axis has in front of him here. Just gonna let Vivid know. Don't want anything to get in the way of a potential Axis and Iowa battle. So he knows that the leaders are coming as Axis makes a bit of a mistake there. So that's what I'm talking about. It's anyone's ball game. It could just be the smallest fumble like that. Kind of just catches a tough block. But now Iowa is in striking distance. All it takes is one good drive through a rhythm. Can run it on the inside, maybe make a pass here as Axis getting a little squirrely on this lap. Iowa's really tightened up the gap quite a bit. So here we go again, 30 seconds left in this one, and we find ourselves with these two guys battling it out. Parker falling off just a little bit as Axis goes down, and Iowa is going to take the lead in main event number 2. So 15 seconds plus 1, so 2 laps to go. Can Axis close the gap like he did late in main event number 1 again? We'll have to find out. Just to get an idea of the space in between them. Iowa's got about half of a rhythm lane. Just needs to get through this upcoming rhythm clean. Oh. And he goes down just as I say that. So Axis is going to get back out front, but still Iowa's not too far behind. With 2 mistakes from these guys in the last lap, anything is possible still. Here we go. Axis, Iowa Hawkeyes, 1 to go. Who's it going to be? I'm going to look for both of these guys. Maybe not Axis, but especially Iowa, who's charging to get up there. See if he hits this quad on line onto the table. Gets a good little drive off of there. He's going to grab that line, but Axis does as well. So that's not going to be the spot. Can it be right here? Iowa gets an incredible drop, and he does it again. I don't know if that is him scrub canceling too hard or what, but it looks like he just slid out twice going up the face of that Supercross triple. So Axis gonna get it done. Main event number 2. Iowa Hawkeyes again coming up just a tad bit short, but a good ride. Parker, solid third for him. Yoshi and Austin battling down to the end here. Who's gonna get it? Can Yoshi cut under the inside here? It looks like he's gonna try to. Oh, plays it pretty clean. Props to Yoshi there. Sloan's going to come around in the 6th position. Better ride from Xerox in this one as he's going to come across in 7th. Dizzle bettering his prediction of an 11th place in Moto 2 with an 8th. Cheesehead's 9th. Dom Calendra's 10th. JGR Vivid on the fill-in who got lapped, got 11th, and Mike in 12th. Iowa, you were so close, man. Damn. Good ride, though. Main event number 2. There's your results. We're going to get 250 main event number 3 set up, and we'll be back in just a minute. got everyone in here. Mad Matt, who was the first available transfer from the LCQ since Seth AB didn't join. So let's get this thing started. Last main event of the night for the 250 class. All right, everyone in, everyone ready? Let's get this thing going. Let's go on board with pressure applier here. See if he can get a good start. Ebola out front. For real, grabbing the lead early. Ebola going off the track in second. Air Jordan's going to make the move into second now, as Supite is in third. Gabe H fourth, Mr. Twister back in fifth, the Audacity sixth, Mad Matt seventh, Easy Pro eighth, 9th, 10th, 11th. Jeez, couple different guys going at it back here. For real out front in this main event, Air Jordan trying to track him down and make up for lackluster first two main events to his standards. Supite, the winner in the first two, trying to make it 3 in a row, get a sweep on the night, but he's got some work to do. As we see Gabe H go down there, I believe that was Gabe H. Mr. Twister working his way into fourth now, but he's got 2 PSHP riders right on his tail. Air Jordan Supite battling now. This is going to be a key one. Air Jordan knows he needs to hold him off. Supite gets into Jordan on accident there. That's going to cost him. It's going to allow Mr. Twister to also go by. Luckily for him, for Supite that is, the two guys closest to him for the overall for the night are behind him, so he shouldn't have too many concerns if he were to stay where he's at. Ebola 5th, Gabe 6th, the Audacity 7th, Sauce Dog with a better result so far in this one in 8th, Easy Pro 2nd, the first two main events, trying to fight to get up to the front but struggling just a bit as he falls back now, I think into 11th, he does. Mad Matt and Lamastus get by him. Lamastus 3rd in the first two main events, back in 9th. So a bit of a shake-up here in the running order. This could really help out Air Jordan if it were to finish this way. Back up front, let's check on that battle. Air Jordan, close to for real, needs to make a pass, but Mr. Twister wants to get in the mix. Went 6-6 in the first two main events, so trying to capitalize the best way he knows how, maybe get a win in this one. Supite back in fourth, plenty of room behind him to Ebola in fifth, so shouldn't have too much of a concern. Just needs to focus on what's in front of him, ride his own race, and see what happens. In a good position to get this overall regardless, but it's Air Jordan and for real still battling out front. Four guys, 1 through 4, all coming into the same turn as Supite makes a pass stick on Mr. Twister. Mr. Twister gets a better drive, gonna kinda sway outside. Luckily no one goes down. Supite's able to triple in where Twister cannot. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, Supite sneaks underneath. Mr. Twister does not want to let go of this third place position. This is a crazy battle here in 250 main event number 3. Supite makes another inside pass stick. This might be one of the moments of the 250 class tonight that you look back on. Insane battles. So Supite tries to hold steady in third now, as he's got Air Jordan and For Real in front of him. These guys are riding super consistent, not making a lot of mistakes. Air Jordan needs to go now. He's got Supite coming. Mr. Twister 4th, and Lamastus now charging up to 5th, so riding super well tonight. 2 third places. Trying to grab another one here. Not out of the realm of possibility with what's going on up there. Could see some potential mistakes made. Easy Pro 7th, Audacity 8th, Y Ebola 9th, Mad Matt 10th, Sauce Dog 11th. Good little battle back there for the two of them, as Air Jordan finds his way out front now. For Real tries to run it in deep, it looks like. He's in the 2nd place position, and Mr. Twister in 3rd, making the battle in with Supite here. These two are going at it, so this is an insane main event so far. Air Jordan out front. Most times you see him get out here, it's dangerous for everyone else behind him. Dude is super consistent most times, so just needs to hit his marks, bring this one in, because with Supite being in a tight battle for 4th, Air Jordan out front in 1st, you know, who knows what could happen really at this point. Lamastus, solid comeback in 5th. Easy Pro 6th. Easy Pro would still have the 2nd place overall over Lamastus as they run. Not a whole lot happening down the rest of the field. Sauce Dog did make a pass on Mad Matt for 10th. Air Jordan putting a little bit of time on For Real now. Mr. Twister still right there. And Supite. So these guys 1 through 4 are not budging. They're all hungry for it. They want to catch Air Jordan. Lamastus, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like he's creeping just a bit closer, and he's got plenty of time. 3 minutes, 30 seconds plus 1. 250 main event number 3. Let's go back up front, check on this lead group. Air Jordan seems to be just putting a little bit more time by the lap on 2nd place. You got Supite, who's made a pass on Mr. Twister. Mr. Twister getting the triple in. Supite doesn't get it clean. So Mr. Twister back into 3rd. Evenly spread out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Opening up a little bit more room now. So let's see who's the fastest rider. Twister's looked pretty good in this one after a rough start to the night. First couple main events looked like he was riding a little tight, kind of missing some rhythms where he shouldn't have been necessarily. But he looks like he's on the charge in this one, riding pretty aggressive, really getting after it. So he is reeling in For Real now. He wants a last minute battle with Air Jordan for the win. Supite 4th, and Easy Pro has worked his way into 5th and is honestly working his way into this fight with 2 minutes to go. I mean, you're talking he's maybe 7-8 seconds off of Air Jordan. So really, the way he's riding right now, he could work his way up and make things interesting for this overall. If Air Jordan holds on, it could be a better night for him than expected. For Real, still P2. Mr. Twister charging in 3rd. Knows he needs to get that 2nd place position at least. Supite 4th, Easy Pro 5th. Quite a ways back to Gabe H in 6th. Lamastus has fallen off the pace. P7, but he sits 6th in points currently in the 250 class, so all in all, good night for him. Gonna maintain the upward trend for the year. Audacity 8th, YE Bullen 9th, Sauce Dog 10th, Mad Matt 11th. Back up front, Air Jordan. Still holding off For Real, Mr. Twister. As For Real makes a mistake, Mr. Twister is going to try to scrub cancel, stay lower, get that inside line, but For Real holds off. Let's see who can get a better drive through this tough rhythm. I'd say this is the trickiest one of the night for everyone in both classes, especially these 250 guys. Mr. Twister cases in, unfortunately. Going to lose a tad bit of time. Supite really falling off that lead group now just a bit, but not taking anything away from him. He's rode fantastic tonight with 2 wins so far, so might just be settling into a 4th at this point in this one. Don't want to cause any more mistakes and lose any more time, maybe to Easy Pro or Gabe H even, so just needs to stay calm and manage where he's at. Back up front. Gonna watch this here. Mad Matt needs to get out of the way. And he did not get out of the way, so we're going to move him. Sorry, Mad Matt, but when I warn you and coming over in the leader's line, got to get you out of the way. Don't want to cost Air Jordan a main event here, especially with your teammate trying to pass him for the lead. So Air Jordan and For Real, 1 to go. Can Air Jordan get it done? Just needs to ride it home clean. He's got a little bit of comfort on For Real here. Let's see if For Real can get a good drive through the rhythm. He's going to triple in. Triple, double. Oof. And it's not going to be enough. Air Jordan is going to take home main event number 3. For Real 2nd. Twister's 3rd. Supite in 4th. Easy Pro 5th. Gabe H, not a bad ride for him in the 6th position. Lamastus, who worked his way up to 4th at one point in this one, back in 7th. The Audacity is going to grab 8th. YE Bullen 9th. Sauce Dog 10th. Had to disqualify a rider just from that main event. Wouldn't move out of the leader's way, unfortunately. Alright, so there it is. Looks like Supite's gonna grab that overall, but we will calculate and have results out either later tonight or early tomorrow for both classes. So I want to call it and say Supite is going to be your overall winner, 99% sure, but great racing from that 250 class. Good win from Air Jordan. That last one salvages his night just a little bit more. Alright, we're going to get 450 main event number 3 lobby set, and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, last main event of the night. Everyone is in here. Salt Lake City 2, final main event, 450 class. Let's get this thing rolling. This track has made for some very interesting racing tonight. Probably seen more simple mistakes than I've seen all year on any track from anybody. A lot of rhythms you got to hit on the money, otherwise you're either going down or losing a lot of time. So these guys that have been running up front in both classes tonight, super consistent racing. You can really see why they're separating themselves. Congrats to Sapite, overall win tonight. This is 4th on the year. Good ride for you too, Mr. Twister. GG. Alright, everyone's readied up. Final 450 race of the night. Let's go on board with Iowa Hawkeyes. He's been off to a hot start tonight. Sleeping on the gate just a little bit. Looks like it's going to be Austin who gets the jump. So these PSHP guys have been practicing the starts because I think it's been one of them that's got the whole shot all night long just about. But Axis with a absolute great start early in this one. Knows he's the faster rider in this situation. Not to take anything away from Austin, but knows he needs to make a pass and get away from Iowa quickly. But I'm Xerox, number 3 in 3rd early in the main event. Parker in tow in 4th place. Iowa 5th. So Iowa can see that Axis just got around Austin, knows he needs to start making some moves fast, but he's got some quick guys in front of him. Is not quite sure what happened to Xerox there. Alright. Okay. Did not realize that. We're going to restart this one. Alright. Sorry, did not notice that. Appreciate you guys speaking up on stream. I had a feeling that would happen in one of the races tonight. Gonna let everyone get re-readied up, collect themselves here, get ready to go again. Alright. Let's give it another go. Hopefully no one gets caught up. I'm going to keep a better eye this time to make sure no one's stuck. I know how annoying that glitch can be. It's cost a couple people early in this season. See if Austin can get another start here. He does. Good jump. Glad to see him at least make up for it with another good start here. Him and Yoshi to the turn first. Let's make sure... Alright. Alright, what do we do here? Yoshi left. Alright, unfortunately, bummer for Yoshi. Damn, hate to see that for anybody. This game just has, unfortunately, way too many glitches like that, but same running order early. PSHP Austin out front. Axis, gonna have to make this pass for the 2nd time. Axis makes the pass. Iowa kind of gets a lucky break with the restart just a little bit, as now he's in 3rd compared to 5th. Mr. Twister, I hear you, bro. I say let's all call Milestone, file a complaint. They won't do anything about it, but part of the course for them. Anyhow, Parker in 5th. Xerox 6th, so Xerox, on the other hand, did not benefit from the restart like Iowa did. Kind of cost him a few positions, but hey, he's got 4 guys right in front of him as Parker goes down. Mike has left the lobby. So you got JGR Vivid back here in 10th. Cheesehead's 9th. Dizzle 8th. Not on the Cole Steely kit this time. Hashtag unlucky, says it on the butt patch. So great ride for PSHP Austin here. Said this last week, but he's probably impressed me more than anybody this season in the 450 class as far as what he's been able to do. Really, he's gotten better every week, so shout out to him as he tries to re-enter the track. Makes a mistake. It's going to allow Sloan now to get in that third place position with Iowa Hawkeyes just in front of him and Axis pulling out a comfortable lead in first right now. Parker trying to recover. He's in fifth as Austin goes off track just a bit, gets a tough block. Lucky save for him. Back to XERX, who's just patiently waiting as Parker tries to re-enter. Back up to Sloan. Y'all have been fun in the chat tonight. I appreciate you. It's been fun. Glad everyone came out to race tonight. Better every week for us. Been really enjoying putting on the series. Honestly, I have had more fun commentating and race directing than racing myself. So back up front, Axis, Iowa Hawkeyes, Sloan. Nothing's changing too much at the front. Austin and I'm XERX, who always seem to find each other in these races. Kind of similar speed, a little bit different riding style. But they've had some good battles in the prior weeks. But Dom Calendris, good ride for him in sixth. He's going to try to make a pass on XERX here. Doesn't quite cut down enough in that turn. Able to make a good save out of the tough blocks. XERX struggled with that little Supercross triple tonight a couple times, but him and Dom Calendris are going to exchange mistakes here. That's going to allow XERX to go triple, double, and gets caught up with R. Dizzle. Parker, who's fallen back quite a bit now in the 8th place position. Oh, and Parker cleans Dizzle. That's going to allow XERX and Vivid, two JGR Team Pride teammates, to link up here middle of this main event. 5 minutes plus 1 to go. Oh yeah, Dizzle's cursing everyone right now. 100%. Parker and Dizzle having a slugfest back here. Man, is Iowa Hawkeyes catching Axis right now? Y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Here we go. These guys have put on a hell of a show tonight as Axis makes a little bit of a mistake, nothing too crazy. But Iowa Hawkeyes wants to get access in at least one of these tonight. Slow in. Or as some would say, Fasten, 156. Been shredding tonight. Good ride for him. Super impressed by that. Saw Austin go down. That's going to allow Dom Calendris to go into the 4th spot. See how Austin can recover from this? And Iowa Hawkeyes, of course I missed this. I'm so bummed. Iowa gets around Axis. Not sure if that was from a mistake or just straight up caught him, but these guys are going to go at it for 3 more minutes. Can't wait to watch this. They've clearly been the 2 fastest and most consistent guys tonight. Hey Mike, I know you're frustrated, bro. I mean, I know you sent me some clips. I'll check it out later, but it is what it is, man. Those first couple laps can be hectic. Everyone's trying to keep it on the track, so back up front. Axis gets back around Iowa now. Axis and Iowa. Quite a ways back to slowing after them, and then pretty much everyone's spaced out. Got a little bit of train going in the middle of the pack here. Mike, with all due respect, my man, sounds like you're the one doing the keyboard fighting. Doesn't need to be negative. I know you're frustrated, but everyone's just trying to have a good time in here, so we'll review some clips after the race, make sure everything's good, and go from there. But anyhow, back out front to this awesome battle. That's what I want to focus on at this point in time. Iowa just about a second or two back. Seems like these guys in the last final minutes of this main seem to really tighten up and go for it, so that quad onto the table is huge. Needs to hit that maybe to make up a little bit of time. $20 plus 1, so 2 to go. Axis in control of this thing, looking to sweep the 450 class tonight. Again, great ride from Sloan in third. Parker, good recovery after being nearly dead last. As some would say, Mike's harder pass of the year. Just cleaning Dizzle. That was pretty funny. I'm sure Dizzle's not pleased though. Austin back in fifth. Dizzle 6th, Xerox 7th, JGR Vivid 8th, Cheeseheads 9th. Final lap, 1 to go for Axis. Iowa Hawkeyes getting a little bit closer, but it's going to take a mistake on Axis's part, or if Iowa can hit this line here. Oh, he cases that second triple, so he's going to have to scrub cancel, try to stay low, keep the momentum going. But we're getting into some lap traffic. Cheeseheads is in front of Axis here as well as Vivid. Going to try to get them to move out of the way. Cheeseheads complies as well as Vivid will, I'm sure. If Axis gets to him, that is. Axis is going to go 1-1-1 tonight. JGR ESX round 8, Iowa Hawkeyes 2-2-2. Sloan with a surprise third. But a consistent ride overall for him so far tonight. Parker P4 after some mistakes early. Not a bad ride. Austin P5. Really good night for the PSHP racing team with good results in both classes. Those guys have been riding well. R Dizzle 6th. I'm Xerox. Not a bad ride in 7th. Cool to see Vivid in 8th, and again Cheeseheads 9th. Alright, so there it is, results from the third main event. Again guys, we'll have results calculated probably later tonight, early tomorrow. So we'll try to get them out as soon as possible. But really appreciate y'all coming out to race tonight. Really big turnout, 55 signups. So we're super stoked on that. We're trying to bring you guys the best racing experience we can every week. But we will have signups open again, as always, next Sunday for the next round. So just keep an eye out for that. And if we can do anything for y'all during the week, have any questions for us, shoot us a DM on Instagram at JGR Esports League or on Discord. And until then, guys, y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next week.